So starting the test drive in this Model Y long range, I think they did a really good job, Tesla did, with this revamp of the Model Y. Since it came out, we haven't really seen that much in terms of updates when you're talking about the body lines, the headlights, and honestly in the interior, pretty much everything feels the same as the previous body style. You can't really tell a difference. Like the newer steering wheel, that's a nice touch there. But again, for the most part, it feels like a traditional Model Y in all the good ways. It's very easy to drive. It's very swift. Everything is in the screen, and that's a gift or a curse depending on who you are as a person. But the overall driving dynamics for these things are still very nice. I feel like it's, again, very easy to drive, very quick, very agile, with it being an EV and sitting on this platform. And of course, there's not a traditional sound from a combustion engine, so very quiet driving this thing down the road. It's nice and comfortable. Now, I will say, I feel like every time these screens get an update, it's almost like your iPhone. So I had a Model 3 before my Mach-E for years, and every time I get in these, I feel like I can't find what I'm looking for because the screen is there's so much to do here. It almost feels like the Mercedes-Benz infotainment system. And if you're used to Teslas, it's like if you go from Windows to Mac. The people that are on Mac love how Mac works, but if you're on Windows, you can't stand Mac. So if you're used to driving a traditional car, you're not gonna like this really until you get used to it, and you have to want to get used to it. But if you're coming from an old Tesla, this is gonna be very easy to learn, and you're really gonna like it. Now I'm going to try to give it a good pull here. It's looking like I won't be able to. Actually, I'm going to let these cars go, see if that helps. Here we go. So, I mean, it's a rear wheel drive vehicle, so you don't have dual motors, you just have the one in the back. Still has some kick to it, relatively quick. But what's great about this one is you're getting 357 miles on a charge. But I want to give one more huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this Model Y today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, you can kind of see with how whoever had this before set this up, and the ambient lighting, you can see all that kind of going around the dash and on the door panels here, and that's pretty cool. The blind spot monitors are in the speaker case, which is interesting, but it's good to have them as opposed to just having to worry about using the screen for that. And the ride quality, again, is pretty good, along with the sound acoustics, because it is an electric vehicle. Road noise, I feel like, has been, and I don't know if it's the insulation here or if it's the tires, but it feels less loud than it usually does. Now, you can still hear it through the speakers and whatnot because of how quiet the vehicle is, but I feel like it was louder in the outgoing model. And this drive's been very relaxing. That's really why I haven't had much to say. There's not really a lot going on here that you can point out without going in the screen. You know, the layout is very minimal, so screen's right there as it is on pretty much every other Tesla. Wireless charging pads down below. Traditional center console space here, even though relatively small. But I mean, it's very easy to drive. It's very simple. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, this thing's stickered at $47,000, and I think at that time that was a steal for something like this, just because it's rear-wheel drive, more efficient. They tend to be more reliable just having one motor as opposed to two. That's one less motor that can have issues, I feel. The battery pack, just being able to take DC fast charging, as well as having the range of up to 357 miles on a charge. Putting all that together, it's impressive what you get in this package. Not the fastest Model Y, but it's a single motor. Again, tons of power, will do the job unless you're coming from a Plaid or you're coming from a dual motor Tesla. But if this is your first EV, you're going to be very blown away by the torque there, the acceleration. But Tesla's been kind of quiet ever since Elon Musk has kind of crawled under the rock, wherever he's been, after he kind of got a little too involved with Trump's politics. But I feel like Tesla still has just a grade A EV right here. Whether you're talking about the Model 3 or this new body style Model Y, it's extremely impressive what all you get for this money. Again, specifically when it comes to the range, when it comes to the design, even when it comes to the power, it has it all, I think. And to be under 50 grand, even with miles on it, you know, EVs are probably more reliable than most other vehicles when you're talking about the powertrain itself. But even the screen, and just with this still being a 26 model year, tons of life left in here. You can save yourself some money, not have to wait. And I think this is a good way to get into an EV, specifically if you're trying to upgrade your existing Tesla, or if you're trying to go from an ICE vehicle because of these high gas prices with this Iran war. So I'm just very impressed with the Model Y overall. It has the space over the Model 3 with these bigger packs. It has the range over it as well. And I like the Model Y design on the redesign. better than I do the Model 3 as well. So I just think the Model Y is the way to go if you're gonna get in a Tesla, specifically this 2026. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2026 Tesla Model Y, and this one is a long range.